Hi guys, this is Kieran Nimbler with Puget Sound Moving. What are some of the common issues on a move? Some of the common issues that we see regularly is on a local move. I think the general expectation is that if you're moving just a few miles away or you're moving locally, just the distance between the move somehow really affects the total time or the day, and it should be just a few hour move. We see that fairly commonly. What I would say to that is the distance between your home, whether you're moving 5 minutes away or 45 minutes away, that's really how it affects the time. It's just that. It's 5 minutes of time or it's 45 minutes of time in between the move. The loading process at your current place and the unloading process at your new place, that doesn't change. It's just the distance in between. So I think having a clear expectation, of the logistics and what it looks like at your home, how the driveway potentially is going to affect your move, especially here in Western Washington. We have there's a lot of places it's common. There's long driveways, there's very steep driveways, and the difference between pulling our truck into a flat driveway and loading everything up that we can get close to the garage or the front door versus one where we have to potentially park on the street or a ways down the driveway because of the slope or what it might be. Everything in your home is going to have to get carried in that scenario from the home down the driveway and into the truck. That can greatly affect the total time that it takes to complete the move. It's going from an apartment to an apartment. That's one thing, that we see because it's relatively speaking, it's a small amount of stuff. You may only have a 1-bedroom apartment. So the setup and the length of the carry in particular at your apartment and at your new apartment weigh heavily on the time. So, the difference again being if we pull the truck up 20 feet away from your front door and load everything on a ground floor versus going up to a 4th floor elevator and down 2 long hallways, that can add an hour or two easily onto a move. The speed of the elevator, the stairs that we have to carry all the furniture and boxes up and down, albeit again with apartments, generally speaking, relatively small amount of furniture and boxes, the trips to and from the truck and just what the setup is like. Those are the things that we want to discuss with you and ensure that we're on the same page, that we give you clear expectation, because they weigh heavily on the time. And when you're doing a local move, the charges are based on time. So, that's one of the most common things that we see is just knowing what your move is going to look like based on where you live now and where you're moving to.